Well, I guess this is sort of a productive day for a person who likes to salvage stuff, including entire buildings and parts thereof. And maybe the occasional side of the road salvage, but there's good reason in this case for taking items. Anyway, let me show you what I'm talking about. Now, earlier today I made some videos about the house and the barn that we're hoping to salvage from, and I'll show you some examples of what we got out of it today right now. Okay, here we go. We're spinning around. Hopefully you're not getting vertigo there. So here's this is 3 1/4 inch Doug fir, and you can see the other side there. Nice stuff. We got some samples of that. Then we got some 2 3/8 yellow pine. That's a little bit newer stuff. The growth ring's a little far apart. But then we have, this is what is more viewed as heart pine, a tighter growth ring, southern yellow pine, a little bit. Maybe you can see that there, like that. And then I just the piece I cut. Where's the piece I cut? Right here, you see that? That's classic heartwood there. Tight grain, very resinous. I guess that's the correct description. Okay, so there's hundreds of square feet of all of this flooring. And then this is cedar siding we took off the house, cedar shingle. And you see how brown it is here? It's very interesting. And it's very rough, and maybe you can see that it's there's a thickness variation there because apparently somebody sandblasted all the paint off. You can see a little residual right there. So it's all wood now. Maybe that's some stain on it, I guess. But there's very little paint. Then stuff from the barn is even a little bit newer. There's a nice shingle, nice and wide, and the barn is covered with that. So we got all that flooring, we got all that barn wood, and then that was at the job site today. I got all that. Then on the way home, well, actually on the way to work this morning, just looks like a suitcase, right? But I realized driving down the road that it was probably a Selmer saxophone case, and as it turns out, it is a 1950s Selmer saxophone case. So I had to grab that, of course. And then this odd little thing on the way home, vinyl masonite with some steel edges on it. Interesting little box, right? Pretty good shape. And then the final thing, and there has to be a final thing when you only have a Honda Civic, right? Only so much room. Turn of the last century dresser, and actually it's in pretty good shape. So we had to grab that too. Thank goodness for roof racks, huh?